and I want to make a couple comments. So I did a lot of the work before, so you don't have to watch, or sorry, you don't have to make the video. I don't have to make the video much longer than necessary. So let's go to the first one. Okay, let's try to make a case as to why James should always go by bicycle. I made a little table, and I found the mean and the median for the bicycle, and bicycle is the first column here. The second column is for the car, and the third column is the walk, train, walk. Now, although I did mode is usually when we shouldn't be used here. Mode should be used when we have a more of a categorical data, such as uh, ice cream flavors. I can ask the class, "What's your favorite ice cream flavors?" And we can say, chocolate, 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 vanilla, vanilla, strawberry, banana. That's where the mode comes in more handy. I did write it. I'm gonna leave it, but I'm not gonna use it. Okay, so keep that in mind. But there's one that I forgot, and the one that I forgot is the range, and I'll tell you why that's gonna come in handy in a second. Okay. The range for the bicycle is, let's see, the highest one's 29, the lowest one's 23, so the range is 6, right? 29 minus 23, 6. The range for the car is 57 minus 19. No idea what that is, and that is 38. Oof. Yeah. And the walk, train, walk, the highest is 31, and the lowest looks like 21, so the range is 10. So let's get to this. So looking at this, I'm going to make a case for the bicycle. So if you look at the bicycle, it looks like the mean, okay, is the smallest, okay. And although you're going to say, well, by walking, the mean is also small. It's the same value. It's 26 as well. But here's the thing. The range, right, is only 6, meaning that for the bicycle, all your numbers are closer together, right? The range is not as varied, right? The range is not as large, which means the numbers are not too varied, right? So the range is smaller, so it makes the case here for the bicycle a little stronger. Now, although the mean for the walk, train, walk is the same, the range is a little bit larger than that. I'm not even going to mention the car, because the car, as you can tell, the range is 38. I mean, it's like the numbers are from here all the way to there, and the mean is 29. So the bicycle definitely beats that. You can also talk about, and I guess I don't know how many of you will mention this, right? So the bicycle, the case for the bicycle is that the mean is smallest, the range is the smallest as well, and that with the bicycle there's health benefits, environmental benefits, okay? You can get better, right? The more you bike, the faster you get, the healthier you get to know routes, and that mean can decrease. So that would be the case I can make for a bicycle. Okay, so it's the mean coupled with the range make the bicycle argument very strong. Okay, or at least definitely better than the car, but and because there's a tie here with the walk, train, walk, you can say that because the range here, right, the range of the bicycle is smaller, it's less varied, right? So that would be my argument for the bicycle. Now, for the car, notice that for the car, we're going to exclude the mode. So I'm going to highlight the mode and say, let's ignore the mode. All right. So the car loses on the mean because the height is 29, and the median is 25. And remember, we talked about, so the car definitely has an outlier. It looks like the 57 is an outlier. So that 57, if you think about it, it could be that day where, there's a lot of traffic, a lot of rain, or something happened. But let me make a column here. And again, car without the outliers. So if you take the 57, where's the car? If you take this line, 19, 21, 32, 57, 31, 27, 21, 24, and you take this guy out, pretend that's not there. So I'm going to take my calculator and find the mean. 19 plus 21 plus 32 plus 31 plus 27 plus 21 plus 24. That equals to 175. And now I'm going to divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Divide it by 27. Look, the mean is now 25, which is better than the walk, train, walk, and it's better than the bicycle. And again, I am omitting, I'm pushing, right? So it says make a case, so I'm trying to help the guy with the car. So I'm gonna take the outlier because that was something that happened because it was just a bad day, right? Traffic-wise, right? For whatever reason. So without that day, look, if that day never happened, right? The mean would be 25. The median, let's see what the median would be. The median would be 24. So let me put these numbers without the outline in order. So we have 19, we have 21, so 19, we have 21 twice. We have a 24, we have a 27, and then we have a 31 and a 32. So the number in the middle, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. So the number in the middle would be 24 because that's in the middle. So the median, look, the median is 24. Okay, so omitting the outlier, right? These two answers here definitely makes the case. But with traffic, you never know. So I'm pushing the button a little bit, right? By taking this guy out, right? The 57. Is it 57? Yeah, by taking the 57 out. So without that, the numbers definitely look better, and you can say, hey, it was just a bad day, you know, something, the president was in town, there was some meeting, a marathon, whatever it is. The numbers definitely push or make the case for the car, right? If you take the 57 out. Again, I'm stretching it, right? I'm stretching it a little bit. So, but it did say make a case, so I'm making a case. So the other one here is this. So there is the coach, right? And there's 3 people running. So they're running a 10-kilometer race. And he can only pick 2 of the 3. One of them, unfortunately, can't make it. So he has 10 training sessions. He times it, okay? And Mary has all those times, 70 minutes, 58, 58, 65. David has 10, I think he has 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, 12. David has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Sally has 10. So let's make a case as to why poor Sally can't join the running team of the school. So likewise, let's create a table. So we have Mary, David, and Sally, 3 columns. Okay, and then we're going to do the mean, median, and we're going to do the range, right? Because the lower your range, that means all your numbers are closer together, right? So if you have a number, let's say Mr. Cho's time, 58, 59, 58, 60, 58, 59. Notice that I am more consistent, right? So the range here, if you look at my times, Mr. Cho, what's my highest? 60. What's my lowest? 58. So look at my range. My range is 2. So my data is very close together, right? All the numbers are bunched up together. So I am more consistent. So the higher a range, the more inconsistent you are in the context of this particular setting. So if you add up Mary, her mean is 63, so her average is 63 minutes. David is 64, and Sally is 64. So we can already say that Sally here, not doing too well. The median is 65 for Mary, 62 for David, and 64.5 for Sally. The range is 12. David was 27. So David is very inconsistent. Notice that David, very, very, so there are really days that he doesn't do too well. And then Sally's range is 3. So we can say that her mean is the highest. Okay, her median is the second highest. So again, we're making a case as to why we don't want Sally on the team. Okay, although her spread is less, right? So it means that she's still more consistent, right, than the other two because her range is small. Look, so if you look at Sally's time, all her times are very close one to the other, right? And you can also say that, I mean, again, unfortunately, Sally has only these two, only 10. Her data is made up of only 10 runs. She's missing these two. We don't know how much she could have done on the other two. Okay, so based on that, we can say that Sally shouldn't enter the race, or shouldn't be selected as the two people running for the team. Okay, so her mean is higher, her median is higher, and I understand that her range is smaller, she's more consistent, but again, she's also missing 2 runs, where the other 2 runners ran 2, she only ran 12, she only ran 10. Okay, so that would be my argument. Okay, and again, I don't know what arguments you use, but that was the task here. Use the data to make a case for why he should not enter Mary into the race. Okay, now Mary, let's look at Mary. Mary has the best mean, the best average. She has not the best median, okay? And she has a second best range. So she's a little bit better than Mary in terms of range, right? Consistency wise, but instead of Sally, right? Let's see what else. So, and then the other thing we can say is that David had an off day, right? Which makes his mean go a little bit higher. So what happened if you took this guy? Right? What happened if you took that out of David? Right? So just like we did with the car, let's pretend this day didn't happen. So I'm going to make a new column over here. So if David didn't have that bad day, Dave without outlier. And again, we want to make a case as to why Mary shouldn't enter. Now look at Mary. Her mean is pretty good, right? Her average is pretty good. But let's see what happens to Dave. So if Dave didn't have that really bad day, I don't know. Maybe he was cramping, or he didn't eat before the race, for whatever reason. If you add all these numbers up, without the 86, now put in the calculator, 62 plus 60 plus 60 plus 64 plus 64 plus 62 plus 60 plus 60 plus 64 plus 64 plus 64 plus 61 plus 59 plus 62 plus 64 plus 62. Enter, divide that by 11. We get 62. Look, his mean drops to 62. Now he's not the best runner anymore. Sorry, Mary's not the best runner anymore. David is. If you took that bad day that he had, his median already was good, but his median stays at 62, but his range drops to 5. Right, so he's really more consistent now. Okay, so again, we're pushing, right? I mean, I don't know if it's fair to take that bad day out of his data. I know it's part of his trial. So again, we're trying to make a case for Mary. So to do that, you might want to do this, right? If you're asked to make a presentation and try to say why Mary shouldn't enter this race, that could be something extra that you yeah, that's about it. Okay. It's interesting, right? It's not only adding the numbers and dividing by however numbers there are in the data set, but as well as interpreting and using that in your favor or not in your favor. Okay. Very short video. Okay. Yeah, that's it.